What is good with it, dog lovers, American bully lovers? It is your boy, Brian from Gorilla Tone Bullies. I'm back at you again. What's up, man? Listen, I don't do many videos no more, man, because I'm waiting for my girl Nezuko to go in heat, man, and then we're going to start all that jazz up. Because right now I really ain't got much to talk about. It's the same old. And the only reason why I'm with you today is because of a certain situation that recently happened, just yesterday, right? And I feel like it would be informative for people who are just not starting to stud out their American Bully male on their yard. Because you're going to have to deal with this from time to time, you know? So, first of all, Jago's doing great. Nezuko's doing great. She will be 12 months. Excuse me, not 12 months. I had the months wrong on her birth. Hey, y'all, watch out. You're about to hear me Jay trying to ride. Hey. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? She'll be 11 months on the 4th of this month. And in January, she'll be a year old. January the 4th, she'll be a year old. Have not come into heat yet. Ain't no blood, no signs of swelling, none of that, man. But we'll get there. Sooner or later, we'll get there. So anyway, man, I just want to say something, man. Give y'all a little story that I recently had to deal with. Now, Jay was pretty close at getting his next victim, right? I had been bringing Jay into the lab, getting him back up to speed, collecting semen because I had somebody reach out to me who was very, very interested in using Jago. He hit me up on Instagram, and we ain't naming no names. We're going to do all that. But guy hit me up on Instagram. He said, hey, man, I have a female that should be coming into heat pretty soon. And I never heard of this dude. Never commented on any of my videos, anything like that. He's just like, man, I seen you, boy, here on Instagram, and I'd like to use him, man. If the pedigree's good and all that, I'd maybe like to use Jago. Here's my female. What do you think about it? Well, his female was really, really nice. Super nice, to be honest with you. Matter of fact, I wouldn't mind having a female like that over in my stable, my camp, my yard. And I said I like her a lot. He said, well, let me check out Jago's pedigree. So I sent him, the info on the pad, and he's floored. He's tripping out. He's like, what? Like, this is a consistent pedigree. There's short, compact, short leg dogs, pocket extreme dogs, all within his pedigree, and it's all consistent. There ain't no big, long, tall dogs in it. It's all consistent. Everything looks the same. So he was super excited, and I was like, yeah, I try to tell people, man, Jago's pedigree is really good. And also he said, man, he's a great representation of the pedigree. And whoever put his parents together know what they're doing. Well, that's Mark Seller. That's Seller's American Bullies. He's the best kept secret in the bully world. One of the best breeders out there, hands down, in my opinion. And he's a young guy. Young, man, and know a lot to be so young. Hey, stop hitting my camera, Jay. If you gonna try to ride over there, homie. And she ain't even ready yet. So I told him that I liked this female. So initially he thought that I wanted a pup back, right? I ain't dealing with no pups. I'm watching. Y'all, sorry about that. Usually Nezuko don't let him sniff or lick at her. She'll move real quick. She kind of stood there for a little bit. Anyway. And he was like, man, you want to do a pup back? And I'm like, nah, I'm not interested in puppies, man. I don't want any puppies. I don't like fooling with puppies. The only puppies that I'm willing to fool with is what I produce and what I have to whelp. Possibly what I would keep as a keeper. Other than that, no knock against your female. I love her. She's nice. But I don't want no pup back, man. We have to do the stud feed, right? He's like, well, how much? Bully world, you gotta have your money right, man. Before you start, you gotta have your money right. Okay? It's essential, bro. Like, you got have your money right. Because not everybody is going to do you a solid. Not everybody is going to do things according to the way you think they should be done. So my mindset's already made. I got to have the stud fee. And he was like, well, let me get back with you. Okay, a couple of days went by. He got back with me. He says, man, I'm be honest with you, man. I really wish you would, hey, get it. I really wish you would think about a pup back, man, or possibly me putting a deposit down and you getting the money later when I start getting deposits for the pups or payment on pups. I said, no, I don't want to do that. Matter of fact, I got to have a stud fee before we even breed. If you don't have the money, you can put a deposit down and wait till you have the money. Because me, that's what I would do. I hate owing people money. I don't like owing nobody nothing. So I'm either going to do one or two things if I don't have the money. I'm A, not going to do it, or B, wait until I have the means to do it. Then I'll holler back at you. He's like, nah, man, you don't understand. She about to go in the heat. You know, I really would like to use them. But then I was like, listen, man. Stud fee, no pup back. Before we even pull Jay, before we even put any semen in the syringe, I gotta have my stud fee. That's how I'm doing it now. From now on, that's how I'm doing it. And there's nothing wrong with doing somebody a solid. But I don't want to have to wait for my money. I don't want to have to wait for that stud fee. And he was like, okay, you know, I get it, man, but why don't you work with me? I said, let me pitch this scenario to you, right? Let's say, for instance, we agree on the breeding. Your girl's ready. She starts flagging. You get the progesterone test done. The numbers are right. You ready to go. And you contact me and say, hey, I'm on my way. Nah, man. Give me 2 or 3 days. Then we'll breed. You ain't going to be waiting for your semen. So why should I have to wait for my stud fee? And I could do you a solid, but I choose not to. You know, I'm doing it like this. You know? And he got a little upset. And he was like, well, man, you're not going to have a lot of success studying Jay out if you ain't willing to work with people. I'm like, I'm willing to work with you. You want to use them, right? I'm willing to let you use it. But this is how it's got to be. He's my stud. So you can either respect it or go look for you another stud. That's just how it is. I'm being as honest and polite as I can. But he was like, well, man, I just don't understand. You know, I'm like, listen, I guess it ain't for you to understand, bro. But if you want to use Jago, this is how it has to go. Have your money right. Like, for real. Because, you know, if you're not waiting on the semen, why should I wait for the stud fee? You know, and a lot of times when you do someone a solid, they're not going to do you like you do them. You know, they probably won't even do you a solid. And I can tell by the way he reacted, if you're upset with me because I'm choosing to do something or not do something with my property, a dog that I paid my hard-earned money with, if you're trying to deter me or convince me to do something otherwise, then that let me know right there. You probably wouldn't even do me a solid anyway. Because you're trying to get what you want. You know? And it fell through, you know. He was like, when he got upset and he was like, well, man, you know, I can't do it. And I'm like, cool. And I'm not mad at that. You know, that's cool. But why you upset with me? Because I won't do what you want to do. You know? It just don't make no sense. Like, he's my dog. You want to use it. You know, and you have an opportunity to. Just holler back at me when you got the means. You got to have your money right, man. Like, when Mark told me how much he wanted for Jago, I had the money. I had it. I didn't say, hey, man, let me give you this much right here, and then I'll pay you this much there. Let me make some payments. I had it right up front, man. That's just how I work. And not everybody's the same as me. Not everybody would do what I would do. And I'm not saying I wouldn't necessarily do someone a solid, but at this particular time, I didn't want to. I want my stud fee. And he even wanted to come see Jay. And I said, you could come see him. I think he was like 3 hours out. He said, you can come see Jay. You can come see him one time. But after that, come back with, a deposit. If you want to see him again. And if you want this stuff to roll, it's a business, man. It's a business. And sometimes it just ain't, it won't benefit you being a nice guy all the time. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it just don't benefit you. And I ain't saying I'm being a mean guy. You know, just because I choose to do something a certain way doesn't mean that I'm being, you know, mean or oh, you're terrible to work with, or you can't even, you know, it's not even that. It's just my prerogative. You know, and the fact that he got upset with me about it told me a lot about that person, you know? But I think that's how I'm going to do things with Jay from now on, man. You know, I mean, if you cool with me, man, if I, like, trust you, and I don't trust a lot of people, y'all. I don't. I trust the Lord. I trust my wife. And I trust my daughter. Okay? And when it comes to this bully game, there's 3 guys that I trust fully. 3 guys. Mark Sellers, Miguel from Heavy Pressure, and Dion Bober from DNR American Bullies. I trust them fully. If I needed Jago to go somewhere for a couple of months, I would trust those guys with Jago. I would trust them. I would. Because I've known them for a long time. Over 5 years. You know, so it is what it is, man. Sometimes you just got to put your foot down, you know, and if you can't see eye to eye, then, man, just keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, but, you know. But he's going to get used all the time over here. You know, once I start collecting more females, for my females, I want better quality each time. Whether I produce that or I purchase that, I want better quality. The next female I get is going to be way better quality than Nezuko. And the next female after that is going to be better quality than that dog that I got after Nezuko. Female-wise. You know what I'm saying? Jay, you too short anyway. You too short. You too short. You can't even do it.